us guys over 40 are copping it hard. Honestly, there's not a lot of information out there targeted at guys over 40. There's plenty targeted at young women. There's plenty targeted at pregnant or postpartum women. There is plenty of information for people who are at retirement age. But if you're a guy over 40, it's not looked at that much. So I'm 46 and I've been going through a lot of these health issues for 16 years because I picked up chronic fatigue a long time ago and haven't been able to shake it completely. So a lot of the health stuff that is in the mainstream media just doesn't help. It's targeted at other people with other needs, and we have specific needs as a guy. Things need to be a particular way for your body to work properly, for your relationships to work properly. We know the rules are different between men and women. The rules are different. They're like a complete other species that don't make any sense to us most of the time, and if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. But that also means that we're different, we have different needs, and a lot of the time those needs are neglected, and that's not good. So what are you listening to? Are you listening to the mainstream media, or are you listening to bro science? And bro science is one of those funny things that's come up recently. I think the guy's name is Dom, who does a lot of the bro science videos on YouTube. Very funny guy. Very funny perspective, but there's a lot of truth to what he says as well. At least he fits the same sort of age group. But there's no point you listening to 20-year-old influencers and what they're doing and how they do things, because it's just not appropriate to you and your needs. It doesn't match, it doesn't fit, it doesn't work anymore. Your body is in a different state, your mind is in a different state, your life is in a completely different place to what these people are doing. They don't necessarily have the same responsibilities, time constraints, energy constraints that you have. They're probably not even close to the level of stress that you're under. So there ain't no point listening to that. It's just a big waste of time. I don't know if you've been to your doctor recently and had blood tests and everything comes back normal. Great, I'm in the normal range, but what does that mean? Because I don't feel okay. I can feel that there's something wrong. Why are my tests all coming up normal if I don't feel good? Why are they all coming up normal if I don't feel like myself? What am I supposed to do? And the hard part is your doctor just doesn't have these answers for you most of the time. It's absolutely shit house. It's like, why am I going here if you don't know what's going on? How come you can't help me when you're the person who's supposed to help me? Because do you want to just feel okay, or do you want to feel really good? If you want to feel really good, then it seems your GP is probably not the best person for it. And sometimes that's the only person that you can rely on. But if you can find a really good naturopath or holistic doctor to work with, they can go a little bit deeper and actually find out some of the underlying things that are really going on for you. And until you find out what these underlying problems are, what else it could be, you just don't really know where to start. But these are things that I address within my coaching program because, again, I've been through so much of this. I've been through so much of the frustration with doctors and not knowing why you're not feeling okay. And I don't want people to just feel okay. I want people to be jumping out of their skin, feeling good, being able to live their best life, because it's a whole lot more fun that way, and you don't need to endlessly suffer. There are solutions out there. It's just a matter of being able to find them. Another thing people talk about is like there's one size fits all diets. Like the keto diet is the best diet, the carnivore diet is the best diet, eating vegetarian is the best diet, eating only fruit is the best diet, fasting is the best diet. Everything's good at different times, but your body needs what it needs right now, and it may not need the same thing in 6 months' time or 12 months' time. So even in the last year, I've tried going on the ketogenic diet. I've gone on to a balanced diet where moderate amount of carbs, protein and fat. I have fasted for 28 days. I've done carnivore diet for 28 days, and I've eaten all sorts of shit and made myself sick eating junk food for a certain period of time as well. What's working best for me at the moment is the ketogenic diet. I started that because I felt like I really needed to do that. I felt like I needed to do something different because it didn't feel right. What I was doing didn't feel right. My digestive system felt uncomfortable. I didn't feel like I had the energy that I want. I had cravings, so I was constantly looking for food. Since I've switched to the keto diet, my energy has been far more stable. I haven't been craving food. I haven't been looking for snacks. And that's been great. Now I know this is not a long-term thing for me, and even in the last few weeks I've been experimenting with adding some carbs in at different times, and I will potentially experiment with that over the next few months because I'm just trying to see what my body needs. I'm going to see what it needs right now in order to be able to keep my energy at a good place. So if you're on a diet, the first question is it working? Is it helping? And do you feel like it's making a difference for you? Or is it just more difficult than anything? Could you tune into your body and see what it needs? And that might sound really weird to you because maybe you've not really thought about that. Maybe you've not really got that brain-body connection that allows you to just tune in and see what you need. But it's something that can be learned, that's for sure. It's just time, practice. Or maybe you're just eating whatever because that's the easiest way to do it. Maybe it's time to change. Maybe it's time to try something. Doesn't matter what you try, but trying something makes a big difference. And look, honestly, the easiest way to get started is to just eat a decent amount of protein at each meal, because at least that'll fill you up. And if that is your foundation, preferably protein from real foods, meat, fish, eggs, they're your primary sources. They're going to make the most difference. And if you can get good size serves, and a serve for a guy is like, see, size and thickness of your palm, 2 of them at each meal. And that'll give you a good amount of energy, fill you up, and at least help to stabilize things. There's a whole lot of information in my school community. So there's a high protein recipe guide, and I've got Naked Nutrition in there as well. Both have heaps of recipes in there, kind of show you how much of whatever you would need to eat. And that just allows you to be able to start getting things back under control with your nutrition. Or you can order meals that are pre-made, ready to go, that fit your body weight, particular goals. And that's a really easy way to do it. If you've got the money to be able to have somebody else prepare all your food for you, then that makes life even easier. So I would start that way. The next thing I want to talk about is like overtraining or under recovering. See, stress it comes at you from work, it comes at you from relationships, it comes at you from all different areas of life. And for guys who are over 40, it's really easy to keep trying to train like we're still in our 20s. But that doesn't work anymore. leads to burnout, leads to injuries, joints that don't work, muscles. You spend more time at the physio than you do at the gym, or you don't go to the gym because you've just got injuries that no longer allow you to do much. That ain't good. So can you take away the high intensity part of your current training program? Because it's probably not necessary, especially if you're under high stress. If you're living a low stress life and everything is good, you're probably not watching this video. If you're watching this video, you know something needs to change. So if you are doing CrossFit, probably not the greatest idea right now, unless your stress is under control. If you're doing high rocks, if you're doing high intensity interval training, if you are doing circuit workouts that leave you with very little rest in between, and you're just go, 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 man, you're just pushing on your adrenals even more. And if you're pushing on your adrenals at work and then you're pushing on your adrenals at the gym, that is a prime recipe for burnout. And I'm talking from experience. It's not just reading the facts or reading the science. You've got to back off. So it might be time to put some yoga in there, Tai Chi, Qigong, mobility training, stretching classes. And yes, some of that's going to be boring. But what about just getting out and going for a bike ride in nature, or playing like some sports that you used to? I play beach volleyball on a Sunday morning and I find that fantastic. Huge proponent of strength training, and I think you should be doing that. I just don't think you should be doing it at the highest level. And what I mean by that is you still lift heavy, but you make sure you take decent rest in between your workouts. You don't try and get it all done on one day. You give yourself 3 or 4 days a week, and you do far less volume than you used to do, because again, you can't recover from it. If you can't recover from it, then what's the point of pushing yourself that hard? You may need to only do half the amount that you usually do. You may need to cut it down even more. Maybe you only need to do 10 or 15 minutes a day for a while, just to let your body build back up. Sometimes rest is the thing that we need more than anything. So when I was dealing with chronic fatigue, I had some major issues with recovery. I knew that I could train hard. I knew that I could train hard, but I couldn't recover from it. So I stopped trying. I stopped training that hard. I cut it back to doing the smallest amount. And sometimes that was only doing one set of push-ups and a set of rows and a set of abs. And that was it. And the funny thing is, you can still make really good strength gains doing that. I do a huge amount of walking these days, and that's why I've been walking while I'm filming as well. I want to walk more. It's great for stress relief. It's great for just getting the pumps in your body working. Great for dealing with depression. It's a natural antidepressant, just walking. Getting outside and getting some fresh air in nature, that's massive. If I can do 2 things at the same time, why not? It makes life easy. So there's no point you training so hard if you can't recover from it. And if you're already working really, really hard with your job, your business, got a stressful life with the family as well, then it may be time to back off for a while and just see how things go at a different pace. So because of all these reasons, that's why you really need to optimize all the different areas of your life. And it may not be making a huge change in all of these areas all at the same time, but it might be just tuning things up. Maybe just make a slight tweak here and there, and that allows you to be able to have more energy, less stress, more confidence. You know where your money is, you know where your time is, you know when you've got time to be able to go and see people. You know when you need time for yourself. Being able to self-regulate and know exactly where you're at, what you need, and then having boundaries in place so that you do what you need for you. That's really the most important thing. Now, if you need more support with this, go and check out my school community. There's heaps of free information in there. There are some basic courses. And then if you're really ready to step things up and make a big difference in your life, reinvent yourself, the 12-week coaching program is what you would want to look at. But for now, go jump in the school community and see what you see in there. There is 3 main sections of free stuff in there. One's on energy, one's on business, and one is on mindset. And I'll keep adding more over the next few weeks and building it out so that there is a huge amount of information that you can start to take and apply right away. Because there's no point picking up the information and doing nothing with it. There's no point listening to me right now and not doing anything about it. So even if you don't do much after our conversation today, but you think about it, it's something that's in your back of your head. That's the first stage of decision making, where you are now thinking, hey, maybe I need to change. That's great. If you're in that position, fantastic. You don't have to take action right now. When it's time, that'll come up for you. I'll talk to you again soon.